Cypress Cul-de-sac was the kind of neighborhood where HOA newsletters had footnotes and dogs weren't allowed to bark for more than 15 seconds. The sidewalks were pristine and the mailboxes all matched, except the one belonging to the new guy at the corner lot. He was quiet, polite, drove a silver Tacoma, no bumper stickers, no lawn ornaments, just a clean-cut man with kind eyes, calloused hands, and 3 boys under the age of 10. His name was Michael Reese, and he had the posture of someone who'd stood at attention more times than most people had brushed their teeth. He moved in quietly. No welcome party, just a wave from across the street and a few casual introductions. He mowed his lawn every Saturday at exactly 9 a.m. He repaired his own roof within a week of moving in. He never spoke much about his past, but the way he carried himself told you he didn't need to. The problem was, Deborah Carlington, Debbie, but everyone called her Karen, smelled weakness. Or at least, she thought she did. She was head of the HOA's Compliance Outreach Committee, which mostly meant she spent her days peering through blinds, jotting down license plate numbers, and emailing threats disguised as reminders. Her husband had long since vanished into a den filled with sports and scotch, so her energy focused squarely on rule enforcement. And now, on Michael Reese. The complaints started on day 4. Your boys ride their bikes past 6 p.m., which is disruptive to residents with sleep issues. One of them left a soccer ball too close to the curb, tripping hazard. I noticed your sprinkler slightly oversprays onto community-maintained grass. Michael handled each note with a calm, steady hand. He responded once kindly, "Appreciate the feedback. Doing my best with 3 boys and a new house. Let me know if there's anything urgent." That only emboldened her. When his youngest son, Jamie, scribbled a chalk drawing of a rocket on the sidewalk, she took photos and sent them to the board with the subject line, "Graffiti." When the boys built a cardboard fort on the front lawn for a sleepout, she called code enforcement. Then came the real spark. One afternoon, she showed up with a printed survey map from 1998, claiming that 2.3 feet of his side yard was technically on community-shared buffer land. She accused him of trespassing on HOA property with his fence and told him he had until Friday to move it. Michael looked at the paper, then looked at her. "Ma'am," he said gently, "this is not accurate." She smiled with the false sweetness of a dentist about to drill without numbing. "Then we'll let the authorities settle it." Friday, 10:13 a.m. 2 patrol cars arrive. Officers Connors and Ramirez stepped out of their vehicles. Karen, in her pressed blouse and HOA badge, beamed like a child about to win a spelling bee. Michael stood on his porch, arms folded, expression unreadable. As the officers approached, they slowed. Then they stopped. Then snapped to attention and saluted. Karen's face twisted in confusion. "Colonel Reese?" Officer Connors asked. Michael gave a small nod. "Good to see you, Connors. Ramirez." Karen sputtered. What's going on? This man is trespassing." Ramirez turned. "Ma'am, you'll need to step back, please." Karen turned red. "This is my HOA. You don't speak to me like—" "I said step back," Connors repeated, with the calm authority of someone who'd once taken orders from the man on the porch. Michael hadn't moved, just stood there, silent and still. The kind of stillness that doesn't need volume to command. Connors turned back to him. "We've got a few guys nearby, sir. Want us to call them?" Michael considered this for a moment. Might be good. 27 minutes later, 5 vehicles rolled in. 2 motorcycles, 1 pickup, a retired ambulance converted into a tailgating rig. Out stepped 6 men, older, broader, and louder than HOA protocol preferred. Tattoos, Oakleys. One of them had a prosthetic leg with a Marine Corps decal. They greeted Michael with hugs, shoulder bumps, and jokes about the old man looking too suburban. Then they turned their attention to Karen. To their credit, they didn't yell. They explained things, slowly, firmly, that his property lines were accurate, that they'd helped build that fence, that harassment was a form of civil nuisance, that they had time, lawyers, and media contacts too. Karen tried to protest. The only sound that came out was something between a whimper and a scoff. By Monday, Karen had resigned from the HOA. The HOA board sent Michael a gift basket and a vague apology involving the phrase misunderstood boundary documentation. No one mentioned the fence again. Michael's boys returned to their sidewalk chalk and bike ramps, now with 3 new helmets courtesy of Uncle Jack's, the biker Marine with the prosthetic. The neighborhood learned something that day. Just because someone is quiet doesn't mean they're weak. Sometimes it means they've seen more, survived more, and are choosing peace. For your sake, not theirs. And Michael? He mowed the lawn at 9 a.m. sharp the next Saturday, just like always. But this time, nobody said a word about the flag he added to his porch, or the fact that it was exactly 2.3 feet from the side of the house. Hi there. I have a goal to reach 100 subscribers by the end of August. Would you please help me achieve it? Please press the subscribe button. That's all you have to do. Thanks.